Hey guys, Brent here. Welcome back to the channel, and today I will give you my biggest tip for when you visit Belize. Now, when me and my family visited Belize, we visited from a cruise ship. We ported in Belize City, so I didn't get to see all of the country, obviously. And we did go on an excursion, which took us on a riverboat up the Belize River, I believe. And then we went to the Mayan ruins. It was called the Altun Ha Mayan ruins. I'm probably butchering that up terribly. So my number one tip though is definitely when you go to Belize, you have to see the Mayan ruins. So on our trip we ported, we took a small boat that went to the dock in Belize, and then we met with our group that then put us on a boat. I wasn't as excited to go on the riverboat. All I wanted to do was see the Mayan ruins. That was all that was on my mind. So when we boarded the riverboat, I was like, alright, I love seeing animals. I like taking pictures of birds. I'm a birder. I also like taking pictures of all sorts of wildlife. So I thought, okay, you know, maybe we'll see some animals and then we'll finally get to the Mayan ruins. And we were going to be on a riverboat cruise for like an hour and a half. It was going to be a long time. It was hot, so I wasn't sure what I was going to get into, but man, was it awesome. We got to see manatees, which I never thought we would see. Like, I didn't think we had a chance of seeing manatees. That didn't even enter my mind. But we got to see manatees, we got to see dolphins, we got to see an alligator close up. Like, it was kind of crazy because it was a little baby alligator, and of course our tour guide's like,
I guess the mommy is somewhere close by. Anybody want to go and find the mommy?
She's probably underneath the boat and going to kill us all, like in that movie Lake Placid. And we also saw a bunch of birds, a great blue heron, a bunch of local birds I've never even heard of, a double-crested cormorant, and a couple other birds. I'm sure you guys aren't into birding, so I'll stop now. And if you want to see a bunch of my bird pictures, feel free to click below on my Flickr account. It's got my nerdy bird pictures. Anyway, let's get back to Belize. So other animals, we saw a bunch of monkeys, we saw bats. It was just a really, really cool time. So then after we got done going up the river, we stopped and ate a local lunch. It had like chicken fingers, french fries. I think you could get like a salad. I didn't eat that, obviously. You want to kind of stay away from fresh vegetables that were rinsed in the local water. It could get you sick. So we didn't want to play around with that too much. But the best part, local beer. I'm a beer guy. So granted, it was like a Pilsner, but a local Pilsner. I'm kind of a hop head. I like IPAs. I like baked thick IPAs that look like orange juice. But, you know, in a nice hot 95-degree day with a ton of humidity and, you know, your shirt's just stuck to you and sweat, a nice Pilsner was nice and relaxing. So anyway, after we get done eating, we checked out some of the animals that are near this local area that we ate. There was some iguanas, some parrots, maybe they were parakeets, I don't know. They were pretty birds anyway. Then we got on the bus that took us about, 40 minutes to get to the Mayan ruins. So we got to the Altun Ha Mayan ruins, and of course our tour guide told us don't take pictures. I guess there's a bunch of locals that capture wild animals, alligators, little monkeys, little reptiles and stuff like that, and then they let you take a picture of them and you pay them like $5. So we were told not to do that because it's bad for the wildlife, obviously, and if tourists stop doing that, these guys will finally go away. So anyway, we get to the Mayan ruins, and it's something you can't comprehend. It's probably like if you go to Rome and you see like the Colosseum or the Roman Forum, or it's crazy thinking about these people way back in the day that made these beautiful buildings. I believe the tallest buildings were for the kings, for the more noble people, and then eventually they would build up too big in that area and they left. But to see these ruins, it was just fantastic. It was just so awe-inspiring. It was beautiful. And then we got to walk up to the top of one of them. I believe it was the Temple of the Sun. But we got to walk to the top of that one and take pictures. It was it felt like it was like 2,000 degrees up there. I don't know how they did it all year round on these temples that had no shade and you're just baking in the heat. But obviously they're smarter than us, so you know, they figured it out. If you go to Belize, or I think, you know, there's places in Mexico that have Mayan ruins as well, but you have to check out the Mayan ruins. You have to. I think it should be on everybody's bucket list to check these things out. They're absolutely amazing. It'll really take you on a mind trip to see the history that happened in these places, and for you to be able to see that in real life is just absolutely amazing. I'm really grateful that I was able to take this experience in with my family, and I would love to do it again. Maybe next time check out a different archaeological site. But either way, like I said, my number one tip for when you go to Belize, whether it be on a trip for like, I don't know, a week long and you just go to Belize, or if you take a cruise and you port in Belize City, you have to see the Mayan ruins. So make sure you put that on your bucket list. Now guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please feel free to subscribe below, like the video, feel free to leave a comment with your #1 tip for when you visited Belize, and just keep exploring.